Dallas Mavericks are off to their best start to a season in nearly 2 decades. The Mavs played on the second end of a back-to-back on Monday and got their third win in 4 days. Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving came up big in the second half and turned a 15-point deficit against the Magic into a Dallas Mavericks 117-102 win. The Mavericks now sit at 6-1 on the season. It's their best start since the 04-05 season when the Mavs started 7-1. The Mavs haven't even played their best basketball yet. They're 6-1, but they continue to find themselves in holes and have to come back from double digits in these games. The Mavs turned it up a notch in the second half of games. The Dallas Mavericks scoring differential by half. First half, they're minus 41, which is 26. Second half, they're a staggering plus 87, which of course is first in the entire NBA. That is absolutely insane. But the Mavs' hot start comes to a surprise to many. Many people thought this team would fall apart dating back to the end of last season. And I remember I did a video on this Mavs offseason, and I had high hopes about this Mavs team going into this season, and people were questioning my take. I did say that the Mavs could be a dangerous team, and here we are now 7 games into the season, and the Mavs look like a solid team in the West. What's going on, everyone? It's Luka here, back with another video. In this one, I'm going to be talking about the Mavericks' hot start and how they are fooling everybody so far. If y'all can do yourself a favor, please hit a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more Mavs and NBA content just like this. The Mavericks have completely flipped the script when it comes to clutch time. Luka and Kyrie had so many devastating clutch losses last season, and this season that hasn't been the case. There have only been 8 teams to play in at least 5 clutch games so far this season, and the Mavs are the only team with an undefeated record at 6-0. The Warriors are second at 5-1. The Mavs are first in clutch offensive rating at 142.9, fourth in clutch defensive rating at 85.7, and first in clutch net rating at plus 57.1. Doncic and Irving have proven that they can play and win together in close game situations, and that should only get better as the two stars continue to build that chemistry. I mean, remember, Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic didn't have a full season. This is their first full season together. And dating back to last season, Doncic and Irving have still only played in 21 total games together, so there's a lot more room to grow for this dynamic duo. And speaking of Irving, he's found other ways to impact the game. He's not being his usual offensive self. In 5 games, Irving is averaging 20 points, 3.8 rebounds, but has a career-high 7.8 assists. He is setting his teammates up nicely. His 3-point shot hasn't been falling as he's only making 24.1% of his 3 so far, but Irving is making up for it by being an elite facilitator and getting his teammates involved. And we know Kyrie Irving is a star player. You can only contain him for so long offensively before he erupts, and he's going to get better. And the scary part is he hasn't even been playing as well as he could be offensively, but yet this Mavs team still finds itself 6-1. Another big change we've seen with this Mavs team so far is their rebounding and their defense. Last season, the Mavs were dead last in rebounds per game. They added Grant Williams and drafted rookie big man Derek Lively II, and the rest of the team has an overall commitment on the glass. So far, the Mavs are better as they're currently tied with the OKC Thunder for 23rd with 41.9 rebounds per game. And defensively, the Mavs were 25th last season, and they've improved to 19th so far this season. So if they can continue to lock in defensively, if the Mavericks can, provide their offense with second chance opportunities with their rebounding, that is just going to do wonders for them. Now, I want to give a shout out to a huge part of Dallas's victory and their 6-1 record so far, and that is the play of Tim Hardaway Jr., who has really come into his own with the 6-man role. He finished with 21 points and 6 rebounds on 8 of 16 shooting from the field in 31 minutes from off the bench on Monday. Monday's performance marks the third 20-point game off the bench for Tim Hardaway Jr., which leads the league. For Tim Hardaway Jr., he started 45 games last season for Dallas, and of course, this is the season where he has been asked to come from off the bench. And through the first 7 games, Hardaway Jr. is averaging 18.1 points, 4.1 rebounds, and 1.4 assists while shooting at 38.5% from 3-point range on just over 9 attempts in 29 minutes per game. That's the kind of bench production that puts him in the early driver's seat for the NBA's 6th Man of the Year award. Now, another guy I got to give a ton of credit to so far, Derek Lively. I mean, This guy is such a talented rookie for the Dallas Mavericks who has managed to exceed all expectations so far. His remarkable performance in his first few NBA games has generated so much buzz from the media and fans. At the beginning of his NBA journey, Lively is demonstrating a level of skill, and he impacts games that is very rarely seen in rookies this early. He's averaging nearly 9 points per game and 8 rebounds, and his impact on the court goes beyond the numbers. He's displayed an understanding of the game that is so great to see, and we've seen his ability to make an immediate impact, which is a testament to his work ethic and dedication to his game. He's got a 7'1" frame, he's got remarkable athleticism for a big that allows him to be a force on both ends of the court, and we have seen how valuable Dereck Lively II has been to this Mavericks success so far. I mean, he's on a rapid rise to success, and right now fans are deeming this the perfect draft pick for the Dallas Mavericks for what he's able to do. I mean, let's call it for what it is. A lot of people were against the Dallas Mavericks' decision to tank away the final couple of games of last season, but that is ending up being one of the smartest moves this team has made in a while. The Mavs basically tanked for Dereck Lively, and now they have such a good young budding center that they can continue to develop and who has been a seamless fit on this Mavs team so far. So I've been a big fan of Lively. I think he's only going to get better, and it's been great to see his development so far this season. And the last guy I gotta mention, Luka Doncic. I mean, what else can be said about him? He has been unbelievable. One of the NBA's best. Doncic is nearly averaging a triple-double, and it's never too early to talk about the MVP award, and right now, Luka Doncic is in that conversation. Of course, you're going to have Nikola Jokic, who you got to deal with, but Doncic has been playing like a bona fide MVP. I mean, he has been putting up numbers, filling up the stat sheet. He's already had some huge performances so far this season, and he's third on a list of 7 players who have 20 or more clutch points so far this season. He's 8 of 11 for 25 points down the stretch of close games. He's only behind Stephen Curry and LeBron James, and also on that list are Damian Lillard, Donovan Mitchell, Wembanyama, and Mikal Bridges. Doncic has been sharing the leadership role with Irving and Grant Williams. Grant Williams has been a huge addition for this Mavericks team too. I absolutely love the move for Grant Williams when they made it. But overall, the Mavericks look like a real problem. This is a team that is gelling together nicely. Nobody expected them to get off to this good of a start. And I know there's some pundits saying, you know, they haven't played anybody. They have been beating teams that they should beat. Yeah, that's fair, but at the same time, they are taking care of business. I always say that great teams are able to consistently defeat teams that they're supposed to, and that is what this Mavericks team is doing. Mavs fans, let me know what your thoughts have been. How far do you think this Mavs team can realistically go this season? Do you like what you've seen so far? Drop your comments down below. Hit a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't new. This is Lucas signing off. As always, thanks so much for watching. I will catch you all again in the next video.